Joining me on Impact Catalyst, celebrating the Charlie Hounchell Scholarship Awards, this time for literary arts, we have best-selling author Lisa Unger. Good to see you again.
Hi, good to see
And
you.
this year's winner, Tatum Hostetter. How are you?
Yay, Tatum.
Well, let's figure out why Miss Hostetter won. Lisa, what did you see?
Well, so I've been doing the Art Stars Awards for I think this is my 6th year. And so I have like kind of a process now where I think we've talked about this before. I go straight to the work. I don't read the applications. I don't read the artist statements. I don't read anything before I read the individual writing samples. And so usually, a few things, are eliminated immediately. Like it's just, that's not there. And then generally there are a few that really make an impact. And so I sort of read those very carefully. And then I wait for things to come back to me, like, after a day or two, like what's coming back? What am I thinking about again? What am I remembering? And I don't think in our years of doing this that we have had a playwright before win the literary art scholarship. And I was just very impressed with Tatum's maturity. She submitted a short play called We Both Lost, and it deals with a very painful and adult subject, which is the loss of a child. And she really brought to it a tremendous depth and compassion. And she really sort of portrayed just through this dialogue the very complicated relationship of these two grieving parents, their judgment of each other, their self-blame. In a playwriting, everything is dialogue. Like dialogue is what propels the plot, is what advances character. It is the heart and soul of the work, and it's very hard to do. Even accomplished writers really struggle with dialogue. And I thought Tatum just had such a tremendous grasp of that, and I was really impressed with certain things like the symbol of the bear, that really brought the characters full circle, and but never allowed for any easy answers at the end of this work that again grappled with grief and addiction and blame and regret. And I was really impressed with just the sort of completeness of the short play.
So Tatum, you've got this best-selling author, world-renowned, millions of copies of books sold, taking this job very seriously, really digging in. And she comes away saying, you're the one who deserves the money, the award. How's that feel?
It means everything to me. I mean, that's what I want to be a screenwriter. That's what I want to do with my life. So it means the highest amount to me that I was chosen. I mean, it's incredible. So thank you.
You're welcome.
So let's talk about, well, first let's talk about why screenwriting. Why does that specific expression of your writing appeal most?
Yeah, I've always just been drawn to storytelling and character development and that kind of stuff. Like a form of escapism when you're sad and lonely or whatever. In elementary school, I had to struggle with some friends and that kind of stuff. So movies were a form of escapism and a thing that made me happy. And I loved creating stories and worlds inside my head. It made me feel free and happy. So yeah, that's how I really got into writing in the first place, in movies.
And when you write now and you reflect back on those experiences and what that content did for you, is it do you feel like how much of it is coming out of you to do that for someone else? How much of that is just true self-expression? What was sort of the balance between the two in your motivation?
I think it's about 50-50, if not a little bit more for other people. I think I really just want people to feel heard and listened to. Something else that I was working on over the summer was it's a show about a group of teenagers inside an institution. They each have a mental illness, and it's about them overcoming this in friendship and learning to love the things that they hate about how to hate about themselves and seeing that in each other. And I really just want everyone to feel appreciated and heard and have a voice. Yeah.
How I would say aggressive maybe isn't the exact right word, but obviously, there's a lot of negativity that floats around in schools and on social media, and there's some strategies to sort of take that and then handle it, and react to it in a better way. And then there's some strategies that say go out and sort of live hard and be out there. Aggressively sort of preempting that and being not even letting that negativity get to you. So which side do you tend to gravitate towards?
I think I think it's important to um, keep people hold them responsible for their actions if they're treating others poorly. So I think it's important to educate others and not let them get away with cruelness or rudeness or anything like that. But I also think that at a certain point, you have to realize that sometimes people are just hateful, and you have to focus on yourself and what you want to do and what you think of yourself.
And Lisa, what do you see reflected in this, submissions you saw of young folks living this reality every day and reacting to it through their art?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely one of the things that I love about doing this work for art stars is that you really do get to see the way young writers and artists are metabolizing their experiences right now. And I think that obviously the work of all artists reflects their time. They may not necessarily be writing about the pandemic, but maybe they're writing about isolation and loneliness, or maybe they're, writing about anxiety and fear, or however, what's happening right now is communicating through their art. And so that's one of the things that I love the most about it. And I did certainly see those themes, lots of themes of identity, struggling to discover who we really are. There were some of the works. It was struggling with sexuality and your role as a woman and a girl in the society. And so there was a full range of just really important topics that people were exploring in all sorts of different and interesting ways. And I think, I was a writer from a very young age. I don't even remember a time in my life before I considered myself a writer. And so you kind of always are, I'm always very joyful to see other young writers, because I think that, in a lot of ways, writers are, they're born, they're not made. And so you sometimes wonder, you almost fear that, like, because of social media and, TikTok and, all these devices that seem to suck up everybody's attention and their creativity, you worry that it's going to take that from young people. And it's always like really gratifying to see like young artists like Tatum, sort of turning to creativity to metabolize their grief and or fear or anxiety or whatever it is, instead of just numbing it with social media and gaming and such.
That's a great point. Really working through it versus numbing it is an important takeaway. And so congrats on doing that, Tatum. That's powerful. Let's talk about, you won this scholarship. What's your plan and what's your intention for the next couple of years?
I'm going to my senior year next year, so 1 week of year left. So ready to finish that up. The senioritis, I'm ready for it. Ready to be a senior, and then my top college right now is Emerson College in Boston, which is mainly for film, and some other film schools are up there. So yeah, that's kind of my plans for the next couple of years.
That's great. And have you found any outlets, obviously with YouTube and the media platforms available to folks, people are able to produce things, on their own and, at a very young age. So have you explored any outlets, in the micro, for that kind of expression as you grow your career?
I have one play that I did for school, I believe in October. It's on YouTube now. It was like a Zoom play. Um, yeah, so that's on YouTube right now. Nothing else though.
Congratulations, and I think we'll see you again at the actual event where you'll get the award and reconnect. But it was good to have this individual time for you and to sit with Lisa and to really celebrate the great work that you did.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Lisa.
Congratulations, Tatum.
Thank you.